Here's a significantly expanded and detailed version of the Iran-Israel conflict full situation report, June 2025. Now including military operations, internal politics, regional threats, civilian conditions, and international responses in greater depth. Full situation report, Iran-Israel conflict, June 2025. 1. Open war begins. From covert tensions to open combat. The long-standing shadow conflict between Iran and Israel has exploded into direct military confrontation. What began as a proxy war, fought through regional militias, cyber attacks, and drone strikes, has now turned into a full-scale, high-intensity conflict. On June 11, 2025, following Iran's rejection of a U.S.-brokered nuclear framework, Israel initiated Operation Rising Lion, also called Iron Vow, launching coordinated airstrikes against over 40 sites across Iran, including the Natanz and Fordow nuclear facilities, ballistic missile production centers in Isfahan and Shiraz, key IRGC, Revolutionary Guard intelligence compounds, command and control centers near Qom. The strikes were conducted by F-35 stealth fighters, long-range drones, and precision cruise missiles. In retaliation, Iran launched Operation Zulfikar's Wrath, firing 100-plus Fateh 313 and Shahab 3 missiles toward Tel Aviv, Haifa, and Jerusalem, over 60 drones targeting Israeli radar bases, airfields, and civilian infrastructure, swarms of loitering munitions at energy grids and desalination plants. Israel's Iron Dome and David's Sling defense systems intercepted many, but not all. 2. Humanitarian fallout and urban devastation. Civilian impact. In Iran, Tehran, Isfahan, and Mashhad have suffered blackouts, fuel shortages, and structural collapses. Maternity wards and emergency services are functioning at reduced capacity. In Israel, Tel Aviv's business district, parts of Haifa port, and several neighborhoods in Ashkelon have been directly hit. Sirens and lockdowns have become daily occurrences. Human toll. Iran, over 450 confirmed dead, 2,000 plus injured, with more than 30% civilian casualties. At least 80 fatalities, including civilians and emergency responders. Displacement. Over 40,000 people displaced in Iran, especially from urban centers. Makeshift camps are forming in the Alborz Mountains. 25,000 Israelis relocated to underground shelters or southern kibbutzim. 3. Military and strategic escalation. Targeted killings. Israel confirmed the killing of Major General Ali Shadmani, head of IRGC Central Command. Iran vowed righteous revenge. Israel's intelligence branch, Mossad, is believed to have disrupted Iranian supply lines and communications via cyber and physical sabotage. Iranian military posture. Iran has activated missile batteries along the Caspian and Gulf coasts. Reinforcements from the Basij militia and Quds force are moving toward Iran's western provinces. Israeli military movement. Israel mobilized 80,000 IDF reservists, redeployed Iron Dome units, and fortified the Golan Heights. Elite units, including Sayeret Matkal and Shaitet 13, are reportedly on standby for cross-border operations. Number 4. Cyber war and proxy fronts ignite. Cyber escalation. Iran disabled municipal networks in Tel Aviv, causing traffic blackouts and halting metro lines. Israel took down Iran's central banking system, delayed military logistics in Yazd province, and exposed secure government data. Proxy forces. Hezbollah in Lebanon launched 20 rockets into northern Israel. The IDF responded with artillery shelling. Houthis in Yemen declared active military coordination with Iran. Iraqi Shiite militias began mobilizing near the Jordan-Syria border, threatening regional escalation. 5. Global economic and political shockwaves. Economic fallout. Oil prices surged past $108 per barrel, affecting global inflation and fuel prices in Asia, Europe, and Africa. Global stock markets saw a 6 to 10% drop, with airline and shipping industries hit hardest. Travel and trade. Major airlines rerouted or canceled flights over the Middle East. Commercial shipping lanes through the Strait of Hormuz and Red Sea are now under high-risk advisories. Diplomatic reactions. U.S. urged restraint but reaffirmed its support for Israel's right to defend itself. China and Russia called for immediate de-escalation, offering to host ceasefire talks. EU nations pushed for humanitarian corridors in Tehran and Haifa. 6. Leadership reactions and domestic fallout. Iran Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has not appeared publicly since the first airstrikes. Security reports suggest he's been moved to a high-security bunker in Kerman. Iranian hardliners are pushing for full war mobilization, while moderates within the regime are advocating for indirect de-escalation. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu gave an emergency address stating, Iran's regime must choose peace or complete dismantling. The Israeli Knesset approved emergency wartime powers, including expanded surveillance, conscription, and airspace control. 7. What could happen next? 1. Expanded war front. Hezbollah, the Houthis, and other Iranian-backed groups could join simultaneously, overwhelming Israel's defenses. 2. Israeli ground invasion, limited incursions into Syria or Lebanon, or even covert missions inside Iran are being considered. Number 3. International mediation or NATO involvement. If the conflict continues beyond 2 weeks, NATO or a UN-backed peacekeeping initiative may emerge. 4. Civil uprisings. Both Iranian and Israeli civilians are protesting against the war, some demanding ceasefires, others demanding victory. Final summary. The Iran-Israel conflict in June 2025 has triggered an unprecedented level of military and cyber confrontation. With hundreds dead, thousands injured, cities in crisis, and global markets shaken, the world watches anxiously as two of the Middle East's most powerful states stand on the brink of regional war. The decisions made in the coming days, whether to escalate, mediate, or retreat, will determine not only the fate of both nations, but also the future of Middle East security, energy stability, and global peace.